Good afternoon. Just look, bang on, so you don't get any closer than that. That's impressive, even if I do say so myself. Hello and welcome. As ever, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is a Nano Block Tuesday. This is what I'm going to be doing. The micro-sized ISS space station thing. Yeah, 390 pieces, so it's quite a big kit, although it's a tiny kit. Obviously gives you little details of bits and things, and yeah. Let's have a look through the chat as ever to see who's here. I was in first because I set it up and I knew when it started. Then Pascal came along, we were chatting for a little while, then Raging Bases came in, then Nat came in as well, Eric, Andy, Equal Pete, Gemma. That seems to be everybody that's in the chat. If you're watching and not in the chat, then join in. Have a look down wherever it might be for the YouTube icon. If you're actually watching on YouTube, then you should be able to find the live chat. And so basically that's what this is all about. It's not about me building things, because that's not terribly exciting. It's here for you to hang out and chat with each other and sort of bicker and, you know, just generally have fun. The building is, say, supplementary to the point of the stream. This is just something for me to do while I'm reading the chat and hanging out with you guys. Let's have a look and see what we've got. This is, well, this wasn't, I picked this up since lockdown to build it. A couple of people, Pascal included, has built the Lego ISS, and it's meant to be really good. But I don't have the room for something like that, or the funds to buy it at the moment, so I picked up the smaller version, which, apart from anything else, is easier to store. It's going to be quicker to build, and just generally, you know, easier. So yeah, that's the base that it's going to go onto. Apparently, Pascal was saying the Lego one is 50 centimetres wide, so it's a little bit smaller than the Lego one. Yeah, we've got lots of solar panel arrays and, yeah, not many bits. A lot of, obviously all the bits are in those. That's where all the part count comes from, that bag there. So yes, that's basically what we're doing. I do have one more Lego Nano, or I've got two more Lego kits to build, and one more Nano kit. Although the Nano kit, I shall show you, is that, which is a huge undertaking. I mean, it's Nano, so it's only tiny, but it's 1,100 pieces. It's 3 times the size of this almost. So, and this is quite a big one. So yeah, it's going to be 3, maybe 4-ish streams of doing that one. You can't build it, or you probably can, but it's trickier. You can't build that, then that, then that. You've got to start at the bottom and build your way up. So it's going to be a boring couple of streams building the foundations, and then working on from there. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Andy says, actually, where do you store the once built, Chris? The Nano ones, most of them I've got on the window ledge downstairs, because they are, I say, properly tiny. They literally only take up that much room, most of them. So they don't take up any big space. Lego is a little bit larger, obviously, a little bit trickier. But yeah. As ever, this channel is here for your enjoyment and pleasure. You may have noticed, let me open these bags anyway while I'm waffling away. You may have noticed that the channel has just reached 3,000 subscribers. So thank you all very much for following my adventures in the world of model making, and subscribing and hopefully liking the content that I'm putting out. I did run a competition, as I have done on every 1,000, to see who could guess the time, the date that I would be reaching 3,000. And Redlin08 successfully, he was only a day out, but he was the closest. So he's won. I promised him one of my Gross Models wallets. Now the problem being, obviously, at the moment it's the end of April 2020, and April didn't really happen. So yeah, I can't get anything made or posted out or anything at the moment, but I have received his email with his details, so I shall be sorting that out just as soon as, you know, we can all go outdoors and things like that again. I'm sure it'll be coming soon. But yes, that has been received and will be sorted very shortly, no doubt. Yeah, that's about it really. Hang about 1 minute. Oh, Gemma was having a bad day. I'd written today off by 7 AM. Yeah. I went down to see Gemma this morning and she said that it was Wednesday today. She'd fed up with Tuesday already, so she just forgotten about Tuesday, and we're calling today Wednesday 1. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday 2. So yeah. So far, Gemma's not having a good day. I'm having quite a good day. It's all right. Today's fine so far. I'm planning on obviously building this for an hour or two. Then a bit later on this afternoon, I plan on playing some video games over on the T-Minute channel. So make sure you like and subscribe that. And yeah, come and join me a bit later on for playing a little bit more of The Last of Us. That's the plan. I'm keeping out of Gemma's way. Yes, that's right. I hope Chris is being nice. Yeah, keeping out of the way. Spid's here. Good morning. Plu's Day today. Doesn't have the same ring as Wooden Wednesday. No. Right. Let's have a look and start the build. That's, you know, pretty much what we're here for. So I'm going to get on with it and see what happens. Yeah, you all know, you know, where the buttons are if you want to talk. The super chat is an option if you want to click the little dollar symbol next to the chat. You can help fund the channel, help me go and buy more kits. You can also become one of my lovely patrons if you pop along to patreon.com /grossmodels. I'll put that up there. My lovely patrons do, you know, help out massively throughout normal life, but especially at the moment when, you know, I'm not going out to work. So things are a little bit sort of stagnant around in the world, but we get by and we get on. Look, it even works. It even put up all of my patrons up there. And the other thing you can do for enjoyment purposes only, without it costing you a penny, is join the Gross group. Facebook group that I've set up. Basically, you can put pictures up of your stuff and your work. I generally put up a picture of what I've completed during one of these streams as well, just because it's easier to look at in a picture rather than from around here. Video obviously isn't as higher quality and just not quite so clear. Yeah, that's that. Andy says blue blocks. Eric says blue blocks, good choice. It wasn't a choice. They're like the solar panel things, so that's, you know, why. Right, let's have a look. The instructions for this do tell you what you want. So there's 3 of those in white. I haven't used these bits. I've used them in Lego, but not in Nano before. They're quite interesting. They're very small. Right, 3 of those. In light grey, I need 6 of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you may have noticed, if you've not watched any of these streams before with the Nano or the Lego, I don't do the whole knolling, the tidying up and the piling up of individual types of kit and piece. What I do is just leave the bags alone. So I've tipped out all of those to there. I'm not going to shuffle them together deliberately, but I'm also not going to play around with getting them individually sorted out. I like to do a little bit of rummaging and finding pieces. 8 of those. They're another one that I've not seen before. They look like one block with a bit coming out the side. It looks like that. There we go. That's an interesting piece. That's similar to a bit that Lego do, but not quite the same. I need 8 of those. There's 2, 3. See one of them in white there. There we go. There's a pile of them there. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more of them. Over there. There it is. There's 1. 8. And 2 of the dark grey ones. Right, so this is the equipment that we need for the first step. That's the way it works. So, you know, there we go. Eric says, apparently Dad isn't there yet. No, I haven't seen him yet. He might not be up yet, but Right, let's have a look. We've got 3 of the white ones all together at the top. Then a grey one. Then 2 of the lighter grey ones. Then we've got one of those at the back. And 2 of those at the front. This is obviously the main body of the the space station. You've got to get these the right way round. So it's not that way round, it's that way round. Like that. Then another one of those underneath. What I'll do is basically build a stage or so and then try and keep an eye on chat while it's happening, but I will pop back and make a special effort of reading the chat through, because the chat's what, you know, that's where all the fun places are. That's where all the fun happens. If you're watching this and just watching it and not reading the chat, then, you know, that's crazy talk. Get that one on there. Then there's one more of those. They go on off sideways. Okay, let's get all of those in there. Not that way round. That way round. And that one's wrong. See, look, see. Not that, and that one on the bottom. Because that's got those coming off the side and those coming off 90 degrees to that. Eric says, accounting with gross models. Yes, I've got them all the numbers right as well. Lewis sends his apologies. He's at Aldi Upeye. I don't know, is that a what? Oh, Aldi up in Scotland. So he has to unload and reload stuff himself. He hopes to be in later. I probably won't be. I'll be here for, you know, an hour and a half or so. Depends how much loading and unloading he does. He doesn't have to apologise for not being here. I don't, you know, expect anybody to. Well, I don't expect anybody to be here, but I especially don't, you know, don't get cross if people don't watch. That's, you know, you're just here. If you're watching, you're watching. If you're not, you're not. It's all good. I appreciate any views that I get on anything. As long as there's somebody here to watch me, then I'll keep coming along and making stuff. One of them. 2 of those. And 2 of the longer blue ones. Right, let's see how this goes together then. We've got 2 of the grey. Then a grey one at the front. Trouble is, these grey ones are starting to look white until you see them next to a white one. They're not wildly off colour. It's very strange. That one and that one go off there. Then we've got the white one underneath. Right. Then the 4 of those going forwards and backwards on this one. So how have you all been? How is lockdown treating you? I know it's not been a long time since we talked. I was going to stream a game yesterday, but didn't get around to it. And yesterday obviously was eModels time in the evening, although my internet was playing up last night. So hopefully today I won't disappear in the middle of the stream. I'm keeping an eye on things, and hopefully everything will continue to work. If it does drop out, keep an eye on the YouTube channel. I'll try and come back, but it might well be a different place, different stream, rather than joining this one continuing. So yeah, if it does drop out, I apologise, but it's not my fault. The internet seems to be properly stable tonight, but you can never tell until, you know, everything comes through and works. So yeah, he's up in Scotland. Lewis is in Scotland yet. If he's in Glasgow, says Spid, ask him to wave at my son up the road. He's in Bathgate, apparently, or Bathgate. I don't know how you'd say it up there. If he's in Inverness, ask him to head towards Skye and bring Stroop waffles. I'll supply the coffee, says Spid. And then he says that's no good. I don't do geography. I don't know where anything is around wherever, whatever. But yeah, Eric says it's mentally draining, to be totally honest. What day is it? It's actually Tuesday, although if you ask my wife, she'll say it's Wednesday. But yeah, Tuesday at the moment. Wooden Wednesday tomorrow. So there's always, stuff to happen and days and things. So Wooden Wednesday tomorrow. Then Thursday is an evening with everyone. So you're all invited. Bring a webcam. Log in. I'll put the link up just before. Just after I go live at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Thursday night even. So yes, today is just me doing this, and probably playing a game a bit later on. 3, 4, 5. As I say, tomorrow Wooden Wednesday, and probably playing a different game a bit later on as well. Because you can never play enough games, can you? So yes, Thursday is evening with everyone time. It's that time of the month, the last one of the month. So you're all invited to come along and join me on the camera, just to hang out and say hello for an hour and a half or so. Let's get these put together. 1, 2, 3 of those. Then the 2 of them on top. That way and that way round. Like that. And then those 2 go in the middle behind it over there. Bathgate, not Bath Southerners. Bathgate is that then? Bath, not Bath. Is that like grass? That looks like the first picture. And the second picture has got the 2 dark ones going on there, like that. That's that way round, that way round. So we've got that one goes on that side like that, and that one goes on that side. Like that. It's getting there. It's getting there. Spid just had a War Games flashback. Do you want to play a game? I don't know why that was, but there we go. Eric is planning on joining Thursday if equipment cooperates. It's not Bathgate, says Andy. No. Yeah, it'd be good to see you, Eric. If you don't have a camera working, then you're welcome to join with just audio, although it's not nearly as much fun. If you are joining with video, again, you're welcome to do a bench view if you want to build something while you're talking, or if you want to talk to the camera, then it's always nice to see what the people look like. So entirely your choice with any of those. If you want to just join the chat and hang out and chat, then that's also perfectly acceptable. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The software I use for doing the evening with is called StreamYard. It's an easy thing. You just click on the link. There's no software to download or anything. You just click a button. It gets you to sign in, so we know who you are, and then you're there. You do actually appear in a what they call a like the green room, the off-screen hangout thing, where you can see yourself on camera and just sort of not interact with anybody else yet. That's just until I find an opportune moment to click the button to bring you into the stream with everybody else. Obviously, the stream will be going live before you get there, as it were, because I'll be there first. But yeah, just stay there. I'll know you're there. I can see the little picture down the bottom of the screen, and when it's possible, I'll click the little button and bring you into the live stream, so you can bring your knowledge and your words to the world. Right, I'm getting these on here, going off to the sides, and then the next layer of them goes the opposite direction. So it comes off, you've got them left and right, and then front and back as well. So that's that there. Basis will be there. Good, always nice to see you. Spid says most Scottish dialects do manage the TH, I think, Andy. It's just Glasgow that makes the rest of the alphabet unintelligible. Eric's been in top chat all this time, YouTube. Yeah. I don't think it makes a wild amount of difference. Apparently, live chat is just everything that gets typed in gets put up there. Top chat, it might not put in some comments. Mainly they're ones that are like held for review and things like that, which always get approved and put through anyway. I've not really noticed any difference between the two, so I don't think it was terrible that you were in the wrong chat. I don't think you missed anything important, shall we say. Right, so there's these two blocks going together, and they're just going all the way around there. I don't know much. I don't know much about anything, really, but I especially don't know much about the ISS. I'm sure all of these... I'm saying that, this doesn't claim to be an ISS. I don't know if they just didn't pay the licensing or anything else, but it certainly looks like it. But I'm not sure, say, if it's actually created as or anything else. I don't know what any of these compartments are meant to be, if, you know, this is the sleeping quarters or the toilet, and this is the science lab or the kitchen. If you are an ISS expert and do know about these things, then let me know if they are actually, say, is it... It looks like it's this shape with all the panels over it, but it might not be quite right. So if it's not right, let me know what's wrong about it. If it is right, then again, let me know that as well. Right, continuing onwards, two of those. Right, now we're going for square bits. These are all light grey apparently, so I need 3 of the 4 blocks. Like that. 2 of the remaining round ones. 4 of the 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 of those. And 6 of the big blue bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, let's get this array built up. It's an ISS isn't, says basically isn't, I don't know how you'd pronounce that. ISS. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. Yes, it probably is, but it might not be. It might be an official thing. They just haven't paid for the name, as it were. You do have to, with a lot of these things, you have to pay licensing for using the name. Whereas the likeness, you just call it a space station, you're away. That's that. Then I'm building that bit on there. I know this bit's just off to the side there, but it's this bit down here that I'm building at the moment. So that's that. 2 of them, and then 2 of them across the top. With these, you're able to do things like this 3 in the middle. With normal Lego, you'd be stuck doing it over to one side, because these actually haven't got any infill on the inside of them at all, so you can actually slide them across to wherever you like, which is a good thing in that you can build things like that without having to worry about an extra piece in the middle to balance it up. But it's a bad thing in that structurally it's not quite so secure. But, you know. Right, so that one's going in the middle. They are going either side, much like the ones below, but in the opposite direction. Right, and then these have got a gap in the middle. So we're going, yeah, 1, 2, 3. And then magically, the other side, 1, 2, 3. So there we go. That's like the start of something. And that goes on to the top there. Just like that. Cool. It's getting there. Paul Tomasso's here, but he's just gone. He's going to make some coffee and waffles. That's pleasant. Yeah, coffee and waffles sounds good. Yeah, let's see, that's that bit. So I'll put that to one side for now, because it looks like we've got a whole big central thing to make now. Let's have a look. Right, so we've got the base bit to attach to that bit, which goes either side of this. So let's build the base bit first. Clear pieces, I need 1 of those, and 8 of the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes, so yesterday my internet died. In the early evening, it just sort of disappeared, and then came back, and I thought, oh dear, it's E-model tonight, I've got to be doing that, and if I can't, then I can't. But then it came back and seemed to be okay, and then it went again, and then it came back and it seemed to be okay again. But we decided that it would be better if Fox had the buttons, just in case it wasn't terribly stable. Fox's hasn't been great for the last little while either. But yeah, I did actually drop out during the show, so just as well that I wasn't put in charge of anything important. But today it seems to be okay. Let's get 5 of those. I did start downloading the Game of Thrones series, which I've had for a while and just haven't got around to watching. I've watched the first season about 3 times now, and watched like the first half of the second season. I think I watched, and then just sort of drifted away because other things came and go. But this time I'm going to get through it. I'm going to watch all of it. I've got all 8 seasons of it, although people say the last one's not great, but people say all sorts of things. So I shall be watching those. I've downloaded them all onto the iPad now, so even if the internet does disappear, I can still watch them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of those, yeah. 6 of the 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, so lockdown's not been bad. It's not been difficult, or but if there wasn't any internet, then that would be quite a scary thing. You might actually have to talk to the people you live with and stuff like that. And who wants to do that? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh. There we go. Right, that should be all of this to build this panel here. Eric's got an ISS fun fact. It's international, it's in space, and it's a station. I'll grab my coat. Not wrong on any of those. That's all great, yeah. Andy says, yes, your internet died, so did Colin's. Yeah, exactly the same moment. And then I came back quicker than Colin, because Colin just thought it was his computer that died. So he rebooted everything, whereas I just sat there until it came back. And then I saw all the chat go crazy, because obviously the connection came back and all the chat that was missing appeared. So, yeah, that's what you get for letting Jar Jar run the show, says Andy. No, it wasn't Fox's fault. It was purely an internet fault. I did enjoy reading through comments on, I can't remember the exact website. It's like the Down Detector or something. It's one of these websites that shows you if things have got problems. And the number of people complaining about it, saying, this is unacceptable, I pay for my internet and stuff. It's like, well, yeah, we're in the middle of a global pandemic. Things are going wrong. People can't get out to repair things and stuff, and, everyone's on a skeleton staff. You can't... I mean, yes, you can complain about things, but be realistic. You've got to give these companies a chance and a reason. They're not deliberately doing it to, stop your internet working. There's lots of reasons at the moment that things might be a problem. Apart from, I say, the couple of outages, I haven't had any real trouble. Right, I'm trying to see. Some of these are going to be clear ones, but they don't label them very clearly. That just says clear, so that means that one's probably clear, not that one. Why have I got that one? Oh, because there's 6 of them as well. But right, so I think that's a clear one. There. Then I think I've got a clear one the other side. Then a grey one. It's a clear grey, clear. Then another one with the other bit coming off of one side. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not one to complain anyway. I know things happen. You get on with it. There's no point in ringing up and shouting at the person on the phone, because apart from anything else, they're just the person on the phone. It's not their fault. They can't do anything to cure it or make it any better anyway. So, alright, that looks like that's through there. That's okay. And then that's halfway through that. Let's go the other side as well. We've got the 3. Clear. Then the 2 of those. Which, yeah, look like that's going to go over the top of there. That's okay. That looks like that lines up so far. Then we've got clear. Ah, no, then it doesn't line up. Right. So we've got that. That should be the second one of that, should be over there. So where am I off? Ah, I was off right from the very beginning. There we go. Nat says, we treated ourselves to seasons 1 to 7 on disc, same as you, Chris. We watch them, then leave them for a time and forget where we were, so we ended up starting from the beginning. Yes, I started from the beginning yesterday with season 1. I didn't get the disc. I prefer digital. Ordinarily, digital is lovely. There's no trouble at all. You just stream it when you need it. But obviously, sometimes the internet goes down. So yeah, I've downloaded them now, and we'll, over the next couple of weeks, or possibly longer, depending on how lockdown goes, I'll work my way through all of those. Right, there we go. That's that on there then. That's lined up now in the right places. So coming in from the other side, we've again got the 3 clear. I haven't got enough 3 clears. Well, how many of them should I have had? 4. How many have I used? 2. Looks like I only got 2 of them instead of 4 of them. I can't count. So that's another 2 of those for the continuing side. Jamie's here, saying hi, Gemma. Everyone's saying hello to everybody. Andy says, if people are complaining about things not working, they really need to have a hard look at themselves. A lot of engineers won't go out because of the attacks on mobile masts. Yeah, people are idiots. Basically, a large proportion of the internet is full of people that don't have a clue. I mean, yes, it's not good. Things not working. Things should work, and you pay for it to work, and obviously it's not great when things don't, but things happen, especially at the moment. Obviously, big global everything. Things go wrong, and you can't always get people out there to fix it. But shouting at the people on the phone is going to be of no help at all. So just don't do it. There's no need. No point. There's no help. Let them know that there's a problem, so that they're aware that there's a problem. And then it will get sorted. That one goes along there. Right. Then next to that one, I've got another clear one. And next to that, we've got these coming off either side. Okay, then that just goes on the bottom. So that's the entire length of it there. There we go. I don't think Connor and Paige would know what to think if the internet went down. They would be thrilled because no schoolwork. But on the downside, no games or videos on the tablets will work. Yeah, we've become so reliant on it, it's sickening, says Andy. Yeah, I mean, the internet is one of those things that nobody needed 50 years ago. It was fine. Nobody needed it. Nobody would even have thought it could be a thing. But then, all of a sudden, it comes along, and it makes things better. It makes things connected and work, and it's just there, and you just get on with it. And then it's there for 20, 30 years, and as you say, there's children that haven't experienced not ever having it. And if it was to disappear, it would be terrible. There was a series, a TV series about all electricity stopped working. Revolution? Something like that. It was obviously based on a book, and the book was probably so much better, but I didn't read it. Yeah, all of electricity stopped working. And the series started, like 10 years after the fall or whatever, and it was very strange, but very good. I enjoyed it, and then it only went like one season or something, but yeah. Right, there we have the main body created along there. It looks like we need some support pieces for it, so let's get 6 twos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And 4 of the darker grey ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I love technology. It's great. I could survive without it, but it wouldn't be as happy as surviving with it. And the fact that we've got it, make use of it. It would be silly not to, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, we're very reliant on a lot of it now. I don't know. It's difficult. Let's see where that thinks it needs to go. It's under those. There we go. I don't know if these are just support or if they're part of the structure. But why is that lower than that? Because it all goes on a pillar anyway. That's okay. I was going to say it's not going to stand up properly, but it goes on a long, big post. So yeah, there we go. I don't think, says Nat, I think my typing is shocking today. Phil, is a bit of a shut-in. The internet has been my main contact with the outside world, even before the current unpleasantness. Yeah, without the internet now, it would be so much more difficult. Apart from mental well-being, of being able to even, watch this sort of thing, or talk, or generally hang out with each other, the ability to get help if you need it through the internet, or research stuff through, to see if you need help, it just doesn't bear thinking about it not being there. Fox is about. He says, wait, what? This is a dinosaur? No, you didn't miss the dinosaur. You saw the dinosaur last time. This is space. Look, a spaceship. It's a space station. Or the beginnings of a space station. I've got all the big pile of blue stuff that you can't see. You can only see half of them. Look, there's masses of tiny little blue pieces to put on there later. Right. This is the next piece, which is 4 of the 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of those 2 little ones. 4 individual ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of the round ones that keep rolling away. And 6 of the 3s. That's the last of those sort of things, or mostly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. Right, let's see, we've got to make 2 of that thing. So we've got dark light, dark, light dark. Alright, and then that in the middle, with a one either side, and the round one in the middle. There, so I've got to build another one like that. Space, 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 space. Hey lady, hey, 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 lady, lady, space. Yeah. If you haven't played Portal or Portal 2, you need to. Go do that now. We'll wait. Yes, Portal 2 is, yeah, good brain game. It makes you think. Thinking with Portal, now you're thinking with Portals. Excellent game, Portal. Just imagine how that'd be in VR. That'd make your brain hurt. That really would. That'd be dangerous to play in VR. Right, so I built two of them. Where do they go? Oh, they go on to the closest ones there. So they're definitely part of the superstructure. Does it go into there? What? Okay, it actually attaches in like that. That's cool, I like that, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. All good. So far so good. Right. Now, we have to make 8 of these. These are going to be mind-numbing. And then we're finished with the base. I'm going to do the base first, because I'd like that to stand up somewhere before we play with it. So I have one of those, and 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12 of those. Not rocket science. They go in the middle. They all go piled up together. So yeah, I'll do that while I'm reading the chat to see if I can multitask properly. Space. ISS is 20 plus years old, so technologically speaking, it could be considered a dinosaur. Well, yes, this is true. 20 years old in technology terms is pretty old. By coincidence, I just watched Adam Savage's Lego ISS build yesterday. Yeah, I know a few people. Pascal in the chat there's just built the Lego one. You are the farthest ever in space. Why me, space? Because you're the best. I'm the best at space. Yes. Right, there we go. That's that built. And then that goes on to the bottom there. I think it probably goes on to the bottom of that. So there we have the base built. Good to go. So all we need to do is all of the solar arrays. So let's put those over there. It says extra blocks included. Who would have guessed it? Because I'm pretty sure we're not going to be using any of those or any of the round bits or any of that. It doesn't, not wild number of extra bits. No, these clear ones are all extra as well. So yeah, there's quite a few extra bits. Right, let's see. What do I need? To build this, we need 176 of... yeah, I'm not going to count all of those out. Let's have a look. We've got a block of 11, a block of 11, a 4, a 1, and a 1 round one. Right, let's figure out how we're going to build this. Let's get the round one on there. We get one of those on there. And one of those on the other side. Let's get the one on the top. Right, so that's the start. Then I just need 10 more on each side. And then that and that on the bottom. Should be easy. Paul Despasso is going to pick up Skyrim for Xbox One later today. You'll enjoy that. Watch out for the spiders. What we got? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's enough for this side. Let's just build up this side and we'll go from there. Philip Primes are here. Afternoon all. Hey, other Phil, says Phil. Fox tells Paul de Tomaso you can get all the mods. I think I put a post up in the Boom Hut about a list of all the mods he uses. Might save you a bit of time. You don't actually have to use the mods. You can play fine without the mods. I'd play normal vanilla Skyrim without any mods on it at all. And it's great. It's lovely. Fox likes all the mods that add extra weather and stuff like that and things to him. But 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this should be the second pile. Yeah, Fox likes all the extra mods on his Skyrim with added weather effects and improved textures and grass and wind and cheating, giving all the NPCs extra money so he can make his money quicker by selling carrots to them. And I don't really want that one. I want that the other side. Yeah, I mean, it makes it look nicer, but considering the age of the game, it looks nice anyway. There we have one of the 8 solar panel arrays that I have to build, and they're going to go on there, just like that. So I'll just continue building while we're chatting. So we don't need any of the square ones or the big one. I'm sure there's other bits that we will need, but yeah, we'll get to those in a moment. So let's get a pile of these. I want 22 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, let's do 11. I'll do one side at a time. That's the easiest way of doing it. At least he'll be able to aim. That says Andy. Yeah, Fox has got another mod that makes his aiming with his bow better, but I don't use it, and I miss probably about the same amount as Fox does. So yeah, Dad, I'm in space. Oh dear. Yeah, low pitch space voice. I'm not doing low pitch space voices. Did a playthrough on the 360. I'll look for mods that make the game look better and give shop dealers more cash so I can sell them more stuff. That's cheating. That's the cheating way of doing it. You don't need to give them more cash. They've got cash. They just haven't got so much. But that's the way shops work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. Yeah, they get more cash the next day, or you can just go to a different shopkeeper. Or you invest in the skill tree for bartering and stuff, and then you can invest money with them that they keep, that lets you do more. It's the way the game's intended to be played, rather than... I don't mind doing mods and things that make it look nicer and stuff like that. Even adding extra quest lines and things. But I draw the line at doing things that actually alter the way the game's intended to be played. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Saying that, as a single player game, what you do to your game makes no difference to anyone else. So feel free to do whatever you like. If it was a multiplayer game, then I'd take exception at people breaking it. But I say single player game, it's your game. You can play it however you want to. Do low pitched space voices, says Fox. No, I don't know. Don't do my voice doesn't do low pitched. I can't even do Batman. Still a pretty old game though. Mods help bring it up to modern standards. Yes, as I say, the mods to improve the look of it, not a problem. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Mod for a god weapon. Yeah, that would be game breaking. There wouldn't be much point in doing that. I go through a dungeon. I might die once or twice on some of the harder bosses at the end. But you'd use that to learn how to play it in a different way, or leave it and come back when you've got better weapons. It's yeah. I say, in the end of the day, it's your game. You can play it however you like. 5. If you're enjoying it, then that's what it's all about. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You will have hundreds of hours of happy times. The other downside to putting mods in it, it turns off your achievements. So you can't get any achievements for doing things. Not that achievements mean anything in the end of the day, but they're nice to have a little bip and 5 gamer score. Why would you turn down gamer score? Right, hopefully these are all the same size. Let's turn them all the right way around. Yeah, it looks like my counting is still working. So let's build one more, then I'll put those things together. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If you enjoy it and see Fallout 4 cheaply, get that as well. Not as good, but still fun for Explorer Explores. Yeah, I've seen Fallout 4 is on the Game Pass Ultimate on the Xbox, but is leaving soon apparently, and I never really got around to play it at all. I started it a while back and just didn't really enjoy it. But there's so many games to play at the moment that I don't think I'll bother with it. Right, let's see, that's also the right size. So I've got 3 of these to build now. So I've done 4, so that's halfway through, almost, when I've finished doing this bit of it. So that one on the bottom. The same on the top, but on the opposite side, because that helps keep it all stable. The single one and the one round one. That's that. 2, 2, 1, 4, the 1, and the 1, and one more, and then we're halfway. Get it on. If it's on Game Pass, there's an out to lose. Well, there is, because it's going to disappear from Game Pass. It's there at the moment, but it's in there. Not here for much longer thing. So if I start playing it now, then I'm going to get into it and get halfway through it, and then it will disappear from Game Pass, so I won't be able to finish it without buying it, and I don't fancy doing that at the moment. Other things to spend. Right, there we go, that's 3 of those done. I'm not going to put those on quite yet, I'll put them to one side, grab a quick drink, and we'll continue on with more of this. Paul says, I got most of the achievements when I played on the 360. I think I only need to get the Legendary Dragon achievement. Yes, if you get the special edition on the one, then it's whole different, well, the same achievements, but you can get them again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I did not know that was how Game Pass works. I thought you got the game forever as long as you get the Game Pass blag. No, that's like the games with gold thing. It's yours to own as long as you've got the thing, as long as you get it while it's free. Game Pass is like a games rental thing. They don't often leave, but sometimes things leave. I think there's like licensing issues and stuff like that. So occasionally a game will leave. They tell you that it's going to leave, you know, a month or more in advance often. 2, 5. But a big game like that, I don't know how long it would take me to play it. So I think you can buy it at a discount while it's still in Game Pass as well. So if you do enjoy a game and it is leaving, you get, you know, a discount off buying it. But I say, Fallout 3, I played, finished, enjoyed all the DLC and everything. It was great. I loved it. New Vegas, I didn't enjoy. I started playing it, and for some reason, it just didn't click with me anymore. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I don't know why. It was a little bit different, wasn't it? Something changed, and it didn't change for the best in my way of thinking. I can't tell you exactly what it was that was different. I don't even know that anything particularly did, but Vegas just didn't do it for me. So when 4 came out, I just didn't really bother with it. It's all down with timing as well. If other things come out at the same time and you're doing other things, then, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. It's all your fault, really. I mean, that's the end result. It's all Fox's fault. Fox did the same thing. He started playing Elite and got everybody into Elite. And we all started playing that again and getting into it and enjoying it. And then he drifted away from it and just didn't really do much about it anymore. Didn't talk about it anymore. Started playing Skyrim. So we all stopped playing Elite and started playing Skyrim. It's all Fox's fault. I'm going to build these 2. Fox knows it's all his fault, really, anyway. There we go, that's that one. One more to build from there. Oh, I didn't know that was how Game Pass worked. I've read that one. New Vegas was boring. Too much empty landscape, not enough explores outside of the main storyline, which is what made Fallout 3 so good. I honestly don't remember why I found it not as enjoyable. It may well have been empty landscapes and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember well enough to remember what the problem was. But, yeah. Well, I'm not going to say it's put me off Fallout for life, but I haven't played one since. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, well, this has been a much quicker build than I expected it to be. I think it's because, you know, 176 of the pieces are all exactly the same, and just like this. I'll just pick that up from over there. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did. Let's put those there. Let's carry on from here. Yeah, so, I don't know. Skullfish is here. Skullfish. Fox played 800 hours of Fallout 3 between leaving the vault and doing the next story mission. Why am I not surprised? You haven't done any of the next story mission on Skyrim yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're too busy picking up carrots to actually go and do the main story. I couldn't do any of Skyrim until I got the shout. You need to get the shouts, unlock the shouts, and then you can go and explore and do stuff. But the shouts are great fun. Until you've, you know, shouted at somebody off a cliff, then you haven't lived. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Remember, folks, it says Fox 27 watching, 8 thumbs up. Hit the like button. 9, 11, says Phil. 10. It says 10 likes, not 11. I don't know where you get the 11 from. Yes, as ever, like and subscribe and stuff and things, you know. It helps keep the channel alive. If you like what I'm doing, express your liking with a like. That's sort of what it's for. How many of these am I going to have left over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only a couple. Considering that you need 176 of them, the fact that they give that many. Skullfish says, my thumb went all the way up, I could suck it. Oh dear. It says 11 on my screen. Odd. It says 13 on mine now. I don't think mine lags behind yours, though. It says 14, says Andy. No, 13. Dear. I'm not sure that, you know, a dozen or 2 dozen likes make much difference to the algorithms that YouTube run. I think, you know, 5,000 likes might be a different thing, but I don't think I'm ever going to get quite that heady. But they're all appreciated. Thank you very much. Let's get these done, and then we're done, you know. I don't mind doing a shorter stream every so often. It still gives you a chance to hang around and chat for a little while, doesn't it? It gives me a chance to pimp that I'm going to be playing some computer games later. So make sure you find the Team Inept YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Team Inept. It's not difficult. It couldn't be too difficult, or, you know, me, Fox and Paul would never find it again if it had funny names. So yeah, I've played the first bit of The Last of Us, and in a little while I shall be playing a bit more. It gives you a chance to go and watch the previous bit if you haven't already. When are you playing games later? It's 1 o'clock now. It's probably going to be mid-afternoon. Call it about 3ish, probably. Assuming my internet doesn't fall over again. Yeah, it might be 2ish. Keep an eye on the channel. Go and sit on the channel now. The problem I have with the streaming, The Last of Us is on the PlayStation 3, or PlayStation 4 rather, and I stream direct from it. That does mean that I haven't figured out how to set up in advance a stream or anything, so it doesn't exist until I press the button. There must be a way of doing it, but I haven't figured out how yet, because I don't know how the PlayStation connects. It connects directly through. There's no going through any other computer or software to get there. So I can't find, you know, the stream keys and things like that as to exactly how it sets it up. So I can't set it up in advance, but it will be there. Philip Prime's got to pop off, guys. Have a couple of errands to do. Ready for his live stream tonight. Indeed, yes. Philip's 8 o'clock on Philip Prime's channel tonight. He's doing another live stream, so there's that to watch. But yeah, I don't know how to find out exactly where it is before it happens. So all I can suggest is like and subscribe, click the notification bell on Team Inept, and yeah, the only way would be to not use the console-based streaming services. Yeah, the problem with doing that is it adds in another level of complication that might go wrong. If I can stream directly, then I will, because why not? It makes sense. So yes, in an hour or two, I shall be around doing some of that. I might do it at 2 o'clock and sort of get it out of the way, as it were. Then this evening, Philip's channel to watch. So yes, see me at about 2 o'clock. I'll go and sort myself out and go and play. Go and get it all set up. So 2 o'clock over on the Team Inept channel. I'll be playing some The Last of Us. It gives you a little bit of chance to fast forward and catch through the interesting bits of the previous stream. But there we have today's Lego Nano. I think it's the ISS. It certainly looks a lot like it. It's a space station, and it's not 50 centimeters wide. So, Dad's coming. Although he's, you know, coming right at the end because we're finishing now. Philip says, "Bye everyone. Thanks for the plug. Absolutely more than welcome." That's that. There we go. I've built that. Next time, on Friday probably, because we've got today obviously is this and now the game. Tomorrow is Wednesday, Wooden Wednesday at lunchtime. Thursday's an evening with. I may play a game earlier on. We'll see. Probably Friday. I've not got any other streams planned, so I expect I shall be doing some Lego on Friday. I've got either the land speeder that Paul got me, or the one that I picked up because I was told to on my last live stream. Probably the land speeder. I think I'll do that on Friday. So yeah, there we go. Next time we want low-pitched space voices. Yeah, I don't do either of those things. Yeah, so keep an eye on this channel and obviously all of the others as well. things will be happening throughout this lockdown because we're all at home. You need someone to talk to. We need someone to talk to. Talking's what we do best. So there you go. Hey, Andy Blue says that. Yeah, look, solar panels wouldn't look right in red. So, yeah, sorry about that. Right, been on for over an hour too. So I've been on over an hour. Look. Got no notification. I don't know. It's YouTube and notifications and stuff and things. But, yeah. Right. I'm going to call it a day for now. I shall appear later, as I say, playing some games. And other than that, I shall see you tomorrow, the same time, same place as this, an hour ago, at midday, Dad. 12 o'clock, Wooden Wednesday. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.